In this session, we discuss about the programming tools and control statements. Programming tools is very essential to develop the program. So without the programming tools, we cannot be able to develop own programming skill. So programming tool is essential. So in all work, tools is essential. If we want to open a computer, appropriate, that is relevant screwdriver and that instrument is required. Without the screwdriver, we cannot able to open the computer. If we a great hardware engineer or we know everything about the computer troubleshooting, but if we have an expert, we cannot able to repair the computer without the tools. So tools is very essential. Without the tools, we cannot do anything. So in computer programming is also, the programming tools is essential to write the program. So what are the programming tools and what are the control statements? So what is the function of programming tools? How can we apply in programming development? So now we discuss about that. The programming tools. Programming tools are help to develop a computer program. The programming tools are the tools to develop the program. So programming development cycle, if we like to develop a program, first we analyze the problem. Analyze the problem. If we want to write a program for a specific problem, first we analyze the problem. First we analyze the problem, and that is we want to identify the problem. Then we design after the analyzing, we need to design the system by using programming tools like algorithm, flowchart, decision table, data flow diagram, etc. These are all the different kind of programming tools. But in our learning practice, to develop the small program, we concentrate on algorithm and flowcharts. So algorithm and flowchart are the programming essential programming tool to learn the computer programming. To learn how to the computer programming. So we concentrate on algorithm and flowchart. So after problem analysis, after the first step, the problem analysis, first we want to identify the problem, then we design using the tools, programming tools. Then after that we develop the coding by using any computer high level or high level languages. So we can use any languages. It's suitable to solve that problem. Based on that problem, we select the languages. Then we develop the coding. So after develop the coding, we run it. Suppose we will get any error. That error, another name of error is bugs. If we get any bugs, we correct the program. So then we run the program. If it will give any error, we correct the coding. Then we run up to we get the correct result. So this is the program development cycle. First we want to identify the problem. Then we develop the coding. Then we run and debugging. So here we discuss essential tool, essential programming tools. And that is for our practice. That tool is required for the learning purpose. So algorithm is a step-by-step procedure to solve a specific problem. So it is a step-by-step procedure to solve a specific problem. That is called algorithm. The flowchart is a diagrammatic representation to solve a problem. Algorithm is a text-based representation. Flowchart is a diagrammatic representation. So after the algorithm, we can easily draw the flowchart. After the flowchart, we can easily find the problem. We can easily identify what are the input, what are the output, what is the processing. So we can easily understand the problem. So it's very helpful to write the coding. So the flowchart symbols. The flowchart has some specific symbols. That symbols are oval symbol for start stop. If we start the flowchart or stop the flowchart, we use oval symbol. And then another one is parallelogram. This symbol for input output. If we get input, so we use for input statement we use this symbol. For output statement is also we use the same parallelogram. The rectangle for processing. If we put any equations, calculations, so that processing statements are right within this symbol, that is rectangle symbol. Then diamond symbol for decision. If we want to take any decision, so we put the decision statement within this diamond symbol. The hexagon is a looping. If we want to repeatedly do a particular work, we use looping. For looping, the hexagon, we put the hexagon symbol. The small circle for connector. If we want to connect or split the flowchart, the flowchart is biggest one. It covers 2 pages or 3 pages. That is more than 1 pages. By using small circle, we split it. So small circle is to help connection. So it is arrows for left arrow, right arrow, up arrow, down arrow. It's for the direction of the flowchart. These are all the flowchart symbols. Now we discuss about the control statements. Control statements are the C statements. It has 4 types. One is sequential control statement, second decision or selection control statement. Selection or decision control statement, it includes if statement, if else, nested if. The third one is looping control statement. Looping control statement also called as repetition control statements. The looping control statements include 3 statements, that is while, do while, for loop. And final one, that is 4th, is case control statement. This is switch case statement. Now we develop a program by using programming tools. First we analyze the program. First we identify the problem. First we analyze, then we design by using algorithm and flowchart. Then we develop the coding. So it is an example program for the first type of control statement. What is the first type of control statement? That is sequential control statement, a first type. So it is an example. We want to find the net pay for the given number of working days, daily wages and deductions. That is, we get input for number of working days, wages per day, deduction. We want to give output, net pay. The input is 3. That is how many working days. What is the wages per day? What is the deduction? Deduction means if the labor get loan or loan advance, so he that loan we will reduce monthly. That is called deduction. If a labor get 10,000 loan, we reduce it by monthly 1,000 rupees. So this is the deduction. So 3 input, number of working days, wages per day, deduction. What will be the output, net pay? So how can we process it? That is cross pay equal to number of days into wages per day. This is the formula to find the cross pay. Number of days into wages per day. The net pay equal to cross pay minus deduction. For example, number of days, that is 25 days is working days is 25 days. Daily wages is 500. Wages per day is 500. The number of working days for a month is 25 days. A labor worked 25 days. But daily wages is 500. What is the cross pay? 25 into 500, 12,500. So 12,500 is cross pay. That labor already got some loan. So we reduce every month 1,000 rupees. That 1,000 rupees is a deduction. If the input of deduction is 1,000 rupees, for example, we assume the deduction value is 1,000. Working day is 25, wages per day is 500. The deduction is 1,000 rupees. What is the cross pay? 25 into 500, 12,500. What is the net pay? 12,500 minus 1,000. So 11,000 is a net pay. This is the problem identification. Now we identify the problem, how to find the net pay for the given number of working days, wages per day and deduction. So then we design. Now we analyze it. Now we design. In step 2, by applying programming tool, we develop algorithm and flowcharts. So algorithm, that is, it is a syntax. One is start. The second one is we read input for number of days, shortly ND, daily wages, shortly W, deductions we shortly called as D. So totally we get input for three values for ND, W, D. After that we calculate the cross pay like GB equal to ND star W. Calculate net pay like NP equal to GP minus D. So then we get the output from NP. Just we put print NP. Then the algorithm is stop. So this is the algorithm for the above problem. It is a step-by-step procedure. First we read the input, then we calculate the cross pay, then we calculate the net pay, we get the output. This is the algorithm. So in step 1, we identify the problem. In step 2, we can convert it into develop the program. So now it can clear compare than this one. So after that we draw a flowchart for the same problem. This is the flowchart for the above problem. So put a start. This is a vowel symbol. So we read three values, that is ND, W, D. So we put parallelogram symbol for input. Then we calculate the cross pay equal to ND star W. So for processing or calculation equation, we use rectangle symbol. Here also we calculate some NP. GP minus D. This is the net pay calculation. So this is also calculation. So we use rectangle. Then we get output from NP. So input output we use parallelogram. This is the input output symbol. So we use parallelogram for print NP. So the flowchart will stop. So now we identify the problem. Then we write algorithm. Then we draw flowchart. So now we develop the coding by using C languages. So slash star program to find the net pay. This is a remark. If we put slash star, we can write anything. It ends with star slash. From slash star to star slash, the compiler is not consider the line. It skip. This is only for our hints. Then a main function. So opening brace. So what are the variable is required in C language? First we declare all variable. That variable may be a input variable, output variable. It will be used for equations, for calculation. So we must declare all variables. So what are the variables required? So ND, number of days, W, wages, deduction, then gross pay, NP. Totally 5 variables is required. So first we declare 5 variables, ND, W, D, GP, NP. Each and every variable has 2 bytes. It's allocated by operating system at the time of compilation. Then scanf, and that scanf to get the input for ND, W, D. So we want to get input through keyboard from user, just like the 25 for ND, 300 for W, 1000 for D. So at the time of program execution, it display like enter days, wages and deduction, and then it ready to accept 3 values. So the first value for ND, second for W, third one for D. So then we calculate cross pay. So cross pay equal to ND star W. So value of ND is 25. The value of W is 300. 25 into 300, 7500. So that 7500 is stored into GP. So then we calculate the net pay by using this formula, NP equal to NP minus D. So it's not NP, it is a GP. GP minus D. GP minus D. It is a typing error. It is GP minus D. So what is the value of GP? So GP is 7500. What is the value of D? 1000. So 7500, 1000. So now the value of NP is 6500. So then it will display net pay equal to 6500. This is the output of the program. So this is an example for sequence control statements. Sequence control statement. So what is the meaning of a sequence control statement? It start with this statement, then execute next, then end with the last statement. It is not skip any statement. So it execute all one by one sequentially. So that's why it called as sequential control statements. Now we discuss about the next type of control statements. What is the next type of control statement? The first one is a sequence control statement. The second one is a decision or selection control statements. The second type is decision or selection control statement. The decision or selection control statement consists of three type of statements. One is simple if, second one is if else, third one is nested if. Now we learn simple if. And this is the flowchart for to represent the simple if. So it is a flowchart for refer the simple if. So if any condition, that is if statement to take decision or selection, so we can use diamond symbol for if statement. So we put condition within this diamond symbol. If the condition is true, it execute that conditional code, that statement, substatement. The condition is true, to execute this statement, then come here. If the condition is false, it directly come to this place. That's equivalent syntax for this flowchart. If condition, the condition is true, it executes statement 1, then execute other statements. If the condition is false, it skips statement 1 but execute other statements. The condition is true, they execute statement 1 and other statement. If the condition is false, it does not execute statement 1, just it skip it the statement 1, then execute other statement. This is a single statement in a true portion only. If simple if statement has only true portion. In single if statement have some statement in true portion only. No statement available in false portion. So this is a true portion statement. It is a single statement. In true portion, this is a true portion of if statement. It has only single statement. For single statement, we no need to put opening brace, closing brace. If we give opening brace, closing brace, the compiler will accept. It will not give any error, but it's not necessary. If the condition true portion has more than one statement, we should put opening brace, closing brace. So the condition is false, it executes statement 1 and statement 2, then execute other statements. If the condition is false, it skip that true block, that is true statement. It skip true statement, then it execute the other statements. The equivalent coding example. If net pay is greater than 5,000, already we discussed about the cross pay, net pay and all thing in previous example. So if the net pay is greater than 5,000, the bonus is 2,000. So the condition is true, the 2,000 is assigned to bonus. Then execute other statement. If the net pay is greater than 5,000, the condition is false. It skip this statement, bonus equal to 2,000, it skip, then it execute other statement. If more than one statement, that is net pay is greater than 5,000, the condition is true, the bonus is 2,000, house rent allowance, that is HRA is 3,000. So the condition is true, to execute two statement, that is true block, then it execute other statement. If the condition is false, directly come to execute other statement. It skip bonus equal to 2,000 and HRA equal to 3,000. Now we apply the simple statement to the example. So we take the previous example. Already we discussed for sequence discussed example program example for the sequential control. We take the same example for our easy learning. So we take the same example, that is number of input is number of working days, wages per day deduction. The output will be net pay. The calculation process is same. That is cross pay equal to number of days into wages per deduction. Net pay equal to cross pay minus deduction. But after the calculation of net pay, we want to find whether the net pay is greater than 5,000. Suppose it is a greater than 5,000. Net pay is greater than 5,000. The condition is yes. We assign bonus, that is we add 2,000 with net pay. If the net pay is not greater than 5,000, just we display net pay only. We don't want to add any value. So more than 5,000 only bonus, other than no bonus. So now we write the algorithm for this problem. And just we put start, it is a syntax. Then we read values for 3 variables, that is number of days, wages, deduction. Then we calculate cross pay. Then we calculate net pay. After calculating net pay, after the calculation of net pay, we compare net pay is greater than 5,000. We put if condition. The condition is true. It executes the true portion. In this true portion, it has only one statement. That statement is NP equal to NP plus 2,000. Already NP, we calculated NP, we add additionally 2,000 with this NP. If the condition is true, then it print NP. If the condition is false, directly print NP. It is not add 2,000 with NP. Now we draw the flowchart for the above algorithm. So start, we read 3 values, then we calculate cross pay. So for read we put a parallelogram symbol. So for calculation we put rectangle and this is also rectangle to find the, it is a NP formula. So we put rectangle. So now here we apply diamond symbol. So diamond symbol for if statement. So if NP is greater than 5,000, the condition is true. It add 2,000 with NP value, then it print NP, then stop. If the if condition is false, the NP is not greater than 5,000, the condition if the if condition is false, it directly print NP. It is not add the value 2,000 with NP. The equivalent program for this flowchart is this is the equivalent program, this flowchart. Just we put a remark for the for our future use. It is a hints to the program. It is a remark. So the compiler is not consider these remark statements. So the remark statement always start with slash start, then end with star slash. Within this, the compilers skip this characters. So then include standard io.h main. We declare 5 variables because totally 5 variables required to for get input, process and output. Then we give some information to the user. So this is a printf enter days, wages and deduction. Then we get 3 values. In this case, the value 25,300,000 for NDWD appropriately. So then we calculate the cross pay. That is NP is 25, W is 300, 25 into 300, 7,500. So NP minus D, D is 1,000. It's not NP, it is a GP. GP minus D, the flowchart is also GP minus D, it is a typing mistake. So GP minus D, GP is 7,500, D is 1,000, the new value of NP is, though NP value is 6,500. Then we compare 6,500 is greater than 5,000. The condition is true because NP is 6,500, it is greater than 5,000. So the condition is true, to execute this statement. So 6,500 plus 2,000. The new value of NP is 8,500. Then it display the result. That is net pay equal to 8,500. We take another value. That is for insist of 25. Just we put 10. Here in the previous example 25. We replace the 25 by 10. So the new value, that is the new value of ND is, we give input 10, 300, 1000. So what is the GP? 10 into 300, 3000. What is the net pay? Net pay equal to cross pay minus D. It is a typing error. So cross pay minus D. What is the cross pay here? That is 10 into 300, 3000. 3000 minus 1000, 2000. So NP value is 2000. 2000 is greater than 5000. The condition is false. Then it skip this statement. They execute these statements. Because it is a false, so it skip true portion. It execute next statements. That is net pay equal to just 2000. It display only 2000. It is not add bonus because no bonus. If the net pay is less than or equal to 5000. So now we learn about the if-else statement. This is yes second type of decision or control statements. In decision or control statement, the first type is simple if. So the second one is if-else. In if-else statement, in simple if, it has only true portion. Does not have else portion. In simple if, only have true portion, no else portion. In if-else statement, it has true portion and else portion. If the condition is true, it executes some statement, then come here. So the condition is false, it executes this statement, then comes to here. The condition is true, it executes true portion. It skip the false portion. If the condition is false, it skip the true portion, it execute true portion. So it select any one portion. The condition is true, it execute true portion statement, then directly come to here. If the condition is false, it execute false portion statement, then it skip the true portion statement, it directly comes to here. This is a flowchart to represent the if-else statement. So this is a syntax to represent the if-else statement. If the condition is true, it executes statement 1, then it executes other statements. It skips statement 2. If the condition is true, it executes true statement portion, then directly come to execute the next statements. If the condition is false, it skips statement 1, it executes false portion statement, that is statement 2 only. The condition is true, it executes statement 1, it skips statement 2, it executes other statement. If the condition is false, it skips statement 1 but executes statement 2, this is the else portion, then execute other statements. Here we no need to put opening brace, closing brace, because it is a single statement. If we put opening brace, closing brace, so the compiler will not give any error, it is not necessary. But more than one statement in true portion or more than one statement in false portion, we should give opening brace, closing brace. The condition is true, the statement 1, statement 2 executed, this is the true portion, then comes out. The condition is false, it execute else portion, statement 3, statement 4. The condition, this is a true block, this is a false block. The condition is true, it execute true block, it skip false block, directly comes here. The condition is false, it execute else block, comes out. So the equivalent program coding for this index, if NP is greater than 5000, the bonus is equal to 2000, otherwise the bonus is 500. In this case, all labor, that is all worker will have bonus. The salary is greater than 5000, the bonus will be 2000. If the salary is less than or equal to 5000, the bonus will be 500. So all are have bonus. In previous cases only greater than 5,000, they will they get 2,000. Otherwise, no bonus. Because in this this is if else statement. Suppose if all are have bonus, but greater than 5,000, bonus is 2,000. Otherwise, it is a bonus is 500. This is a single statement. If more than one statement for this index, we see this coding. This is this coding for this index. If NP is greater than 5,000, the bonus is equal to 2,000, house rent allowance is equal to 3,000. So it has more than one statement and proportion. So we use opening brace, closing brace. If the condition is false, the else portion also has two. If the else portion has only one, we no need to put opening brace, closing brace. It is not necessary. But it's a more than one, so it is necessary to put opening brace, closing brace. The condition is true, it execute two statement, then come out. So the net pay is greater than 5,000, bonus is 2,000, house rent allowance is 3,000. If net pay is not greater than 5,000, if the condition is failed, the bonus is 500, house rent allowance is only 1,000. Now we take one example for if else statement. Now we take one example to just now we apply if else statement to through a example. So step 1, problem identification. So we take the same problem, that is in if simple if we have get one example because that example is familiar to us. So input is number of working days, wages per day deduction. These are the input. Output net pay. The processing is same, that is cross pay. We want to find cross pay, net pay, but we want to compare in a simple if we give only one true portion is there, but in this case if else we introduce else portion also. So compare net pay is greater than 5,000. The condition is true, the bonus is 2,000. Condition is false, add bonus 500. The condition NP greater than 5,000 is true. We add 2,000 with NP. Otherwise, if the condition is false, we add 500 to NP. Now we write algorithm. Just we apply programming tool. So start, read 3 values, calculate cross pay, calculate net pay. If net pay is greater than 5,000, the condition is true, we add 2,000 with NP. If the condition is false, we add 500 with NP. If the condition is true, we add 2,000 with NP, then we print NP. We skip no portion. If the condition is false, we skip S portion, we execute no portion only, then we print up. So it execute either one, the true portion or false portion based on this condition. Condition is true, execute S portion, it print up NP. If the condition is false, it execute this portion, then print up. Now this is a flowchart for the above algorithm. So start, we read 3 values, and then we calculate cross pay, net pay. Then we compare NP greater than 5,000 in this flowchart. In previous flowchart, that is simple if flowchart. In previous example, so it has only true portion. So one statement is that. In this case, it is a if else statement. So the condition is true. It add 2,000 with NP, one statement. The true portion also, and the true portion has one statement. The else portion also has one statement. If yes, it execute this statement, it come to print NP. So if the condition is false, it execute NP plus 500 this statement, it come to print enough. So it execute any one. So the equivalent program for this flowchart. This is a program to find the net pay. This is a remark. We declare in all variables ND, W, that is totally 5 variables. Then we give print of the information to the user at the time of compilation. So at the time of compilation, it will display like this. Then we get 3 values for 3 variables. That is number of days, wages, deduction. In this case, we put 5, 300, 1000. So N value ND is 5, W is 300, so 1000 value for D. Then we calculate GP, and that is 5 into 300, 1500 is a cross pay. NP equal to GP minus D. So what is the value of GP? GP value is 1500. 1500 minus 1000, only 500. If 500 greater than 5000, the condition is false. It execute this statement. Condition is false, it skip true portion. It execute only else portion because the condition is else. It execute else portion. NP equal to NP plus 500. What is the value of NP? NP is 500 plus 500, 1000. It display 1000.